For 3 years, Russia brought the war to Ukraine. Missiles, bombs, drones, Ukrainian cities burned. Ukrainian children hid underground. But on this night, something changed. For the first time in history, Moscow was under attack. Putin started this war. He thought Ukraine would fall in 3 days. He was wrong. Today, we tell the story of one night. The night Ukraine hit back harder than ever before. February 24, 2022, Russia launched the largest military invasion in Europe since World War II. Over 150,000 soldiers crossed the Ukrainian border. Missiles fell on Kyiv, on Kharkov, on Mariupol. Putin believed his army would win in 72 hours. Ukraine believed otherwise. Every day, every week, every month, Ukraine fought back. Ukraine had no billion-dollar defense factories, but it had engineers, it had programmers. Ukraine began building its own kamikaze drones, small, cheap, deadly, and they could fly very far. For 3 years, a painful reality existed. Ukrainian cities burned, but Moscow stayed untouched. Muscovites drank their coffee, went to restaurants. Many did not believe there was a war at all. For Ukrainians, this felt like deep injustice. But Ukraine had a plan. The target, Moscow. The message, you are not safe either. Russia has some of the most advanced air defenses on Earth. The S-300, the S-400, the Pantsir. The Kremlin believed the city was untouchable. Ukraine was about to test that belief. Ukraine launched 250 kamikaze drones, all aimed at Moscow. A kamikaze drone is a one-way weapon. It finds its target, crashes, and explodes. Small drones, difficult to detect. How did they get through? Ukrainian drones fly very low, skimming rooftops to avoid radar. It is not magic, it is mathematics and patience. Confirmed reports showed strikes across the Moscow region. Industrial facilities, military logistics, fuel storage. Moscow had not seen this since World War II. Ordinary Muscovites filmed the fires. You cannot hide 250 explosions. Behind every drone, there are human beings. Natalia is 47 years old, living in Kyiv. Her son Alexei is 24, serving on the Eastern Front. When she heard the news about Moscow, she cried, because even hope feels exhausting. Mykola lives in Chicago now. He works, studies, and sends money home. When he saw the news, his first call was to his mother in Kharkov. She said, "Son, we are still here. We are still standing." And then there is the Russian woman watching from her window. She did not choose this war, but her government did. Tonight, the smoke outside her window tells a different story. Truth cannot stay on one side of the border forever. For 3 years, Russians watched war on television. Tonight, the war arrived in their city. In real life, this changes the internal psychology of Russia. Ukraine can reach Moscow. Not once. Not by accident. 250 drones is a capability. This forces Russia to move air defense systems from the front lines to protect Moscow instead. Every missile protecting the Kremlin is one less missile stopping Ukrainian troops. This is strategic pressure. In Washington, this attack was watched carefully. Ukraine is proving it can fight back. The investment in Ukrainian survival has become an investment in global deterrence. None of this ends tonight. One attack does not end a war, but something is different now. The map of this conflict has changed. For 3 years, Ukraine's message was, "We are still here tonight." Ukraine sent a different message to Putin himself. "We can reach you." There is a question historians will ask, not who won, but when did the war truly change? Perhaps it was the night 250 drones flew over Moscow. A country you tried to destroy is still alive, still creative, still fighting, and now it can reach you. What happens next depends on choices made in Kyiv. But one thing is certain, Ukraine has not given up, and the world is watching. Glory to Ukraine.